I'm back. I'm back, but I don't know if anything is working because I have, as usual, put no effort whatsoever into preparing for my stream. So we're here with Ace Attorney Investigations, Miles Edgeworth, which I'm not even sure chronologically if I'm going in the right order. I've played Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney 1, 2, and 3. Hey, sir, your eyes do not betray you. I'm actually here. I'm streaming for the first time in 2017, practically. Ace Attorney 1, 2, and 3, and I played Apollo Justice. And I don't know where these fit in the timeline, but this is the one I'm going to be playing next. And then after this, we'll probably move... Is there a second Investigations game? Maybe. Is there a... Does Dual Destinies fit in there somewhere? I guess. Things are good. Things are good. I just... After I got done with... Danganronpa 3, I played for like 8 hours a day for like 2 weeks, and then I got totally just I was burnt out off of that at first, and then I was like, there's real life stuff to do, and then I was just in a funk, and then I was done with the funk, but had like actual things that I needed to do and couldn't make time to stream. So now we're back. I don't want to jinx it, but we should be back to, streaming 3 or 4 days a week at least. As I was saying, I didn't have time to test the volume or anything. Let's see if this is super loud. I might turn that down just a little bit. Just in case. That's not how you do it. Ha. All right. And I have actually played the first case of this. It's been a while. It's been probably 3 years. Max! I'm also not going to voice this game. I've had it with voicing for a little while. And as is par for the course in Phoenix Wright, we're going to see who the murderer is, making it not really a mystery. This is still too loud, isn't it? Turn you down quite a bit more. Max, you also have to teach me how to play Mobius, because I did something weird. Like, I opened... They were like, oh, here, there's these, like, starter chests that you can only get during your first 30 days. And I'm like, I'll take one of them. And they're like, you're now a max-level character. You have, like, maximum level Shiva and everything. And I'm like, I didn't think I was that good. Now I have nothing to do. Like, now I one-shot bosses. And I'm like... Did I skip something by accident? You know what, now that I think about it, I am not 100% sure that I finished the first case. Maybe I played it, but didn't finish it. Who doesn't like Edgeworth? Edgeworth is great. The door is unlocked. Okay, I figured. I'm like, even though it's saying I'm like a level 90 scholar now, I'm like, that can't be how this works. It's not like I'm ready for endgame or anything. What's the meaning of this? These probably are fun games to voice, too. I mean, they're all about the characters. But he would just be my Byakuya voice. And that's too difficult for me to do. Again. You've got some nerve committing murder and a prosecutor's... Nah, I see. Not even gonna try it. Is that a threat? No, it's a painting. My name is Miles Edgeworth. Little did I know that upon my return home after a month abroad, I would be thrust into a multitude of cases. Some very frantic and busy days. So it's funny that, you know, Phoenix Wright is supposed to be a, like, has a little bit of a message, or a critique, I guess, of the Japanese legal system, in which defense attorneys always lose. So it's like, oh, you play as a defense attorney who actually wins cases. It's like, well, this is a weird twist then, because we're gonna be Edgeworth, we're gonna be the prosecutor, I assume, unless he is only, like, unless he actually does wind up defending people. It's like, congratulations, you're on the team that always wins. I know, like, they've got the more character animations here, because they're just the tiny little sprites and stuff. Yes, prosecutors solve crimes. That is what they do. Now you prosecute, so you lose. Alright, so listen, guys. Just so that you understand, just so I have to spell this out in case Propagable stops by. If I get something wrong, it's because I'm playing it up, right? I'm a prosecutor. They're supposed to lose in the Phoenix Wright universe. I'm role-playing here. Have you ever heard of that? I'm trying to respect the subject matter. If you would read the lore, you would understand why I get these questions wrong. Logic. They can't call it the court record because we're not in a courtroom. This is now my organizer. Cool. Yeah, it's good to know that that they didn't make a spin-off that was just, you know, a zero effort spin-off. Don't most doors have locks built into them? But then I don't live in Japanifornia like these guys. I don't know if that's normal over there. And I like the Sherlock Holmes games work the same way as this, where you take pieces and put them together. Now, to touch the logic button. Boing. Let me know if the, like, the everything is fine. Actually, before I go any further, let me, yeah. Mondu! Hi. Everything's not terrible. That's the best anybody can hope for. Maybe I actually will, or maybe I should at least read stuff out loud, right? Even if I'm not gonna go full-on wacky voice. Really on the ball today, Mr. Edgeworth. That's some beautiful logic, sir. Yes, well, when you follow leads to the conclusion, only the truth remains. However, if the information doesn't line up properly, I may stray far from the truth as well. Chunks of my brain may begin flying out because I wasn't logicking correctly. And then I will die. Let's get started with our investigation. See, this is too much of a tutorial case, though. Like, half of what they're saying is just going to be, when I need to examine something, I should touch the examine button. I ain't cool. Notice anything? It doesn't seem like you can skip. At least not by clicking. It's emote face. I can't even. Is it just like that? Oh, I also didn't. Oh, I get it. Okay. I was like, how does this... I get it now. So I should probably be using the, Oh, do I not have... Did I not set my buttons up? Hang on. The input... Hotkey config. Okay. No, not hotkey. Control? Hua. We got there. Left, down, right. Alright, that's all I'm gonna need. Nothing out of the ordinary. Well, aren't you useful? Talk about a contradiction. Are you on still on vacation? Vacation is over. I am back to work. And actually, back to work in a new building. Did I check Discord? Yeah. Yeah, I've been on Discord regularly. What was the thing that you sent me? It was about, One Shot? Is that right? I still have... five or 6 days of vacation that I have to use by the end of the year. So I may take another week off, or I may take like 2 half weeks off. Doesn't like guns. You are not American. Not even wearing a flag on your head. Same type of revolver as the ones used by this precinct's detectives. I remember this case being very... I mean, I guess I think of Phoenix Wright cases as being easy in general compared to Dang It Grandpa, but RIP chest set. Oh, yes, please drive. Please continue driving and talk to me later while you're making food. Oh yeah, maybe I should look at the dead body, you know. Every suspicious nook and cranny. Blood all over lower abdominal area. Bullet passed clean through his stomach, sir. In other words, he was shot. You don't have to make it so scientific. It looks like he's been shot. I keep all of the evidence I find either in or with my organizer. Okay. Okay. Is Mean Girl... How old is that movie? Is Mean Girls from, like, 2000? Because I've never seen it, but I have this, like, impression that it's been a movie forever. What a coinky-dink. Buddy Faith. Now, to calmly use some logic. Do I want to do that right now? Why did this happen to my office? Oh, no, here we go. The revolver, the standard model used by detectives. Could it have belonged to our recently departed? Could you please thoroughly check the victim's body one more time? Wearing a gun holster. Took the victim's gun from him. Maybe. 2004. Okay. Not quite as old as I thought. What am I thinking of then? All right. This is how you detective safely, right? You look right down the barrel. Knew how to handle a gun. No proof now, but that is a distinct possibility. Okay. Can I go back? Yes. Teacup fragments? No! King of prosecutors. Do I still play League? Not ever. When was it? At the end of Season 5, I stopped playing. And then I came back for Season 7, but only played for maybe 2 months or so. I was like, I just can't quite get back into it. There's always the possibility that I might someday return to League, but it's one of those things where the longer you go without playing it, the harder it is to come back. Just because there's so much new stuff, right? New champions, new items and stuff, and then also entire things change about the strategy of the game. I just can't keep up. It's a hard game to keep up with unless you, unless it's the only thing that you play. What? It's great now. What are you talking about? What did they see that they probably changed? I heard that there's an Aurelia rework coming down the pipes. If she loses Hitan style, we're done. I forget what else I am supposed to do here. I'd like to return to relaxing on the sofa. No. I need to let me set the rest of my buttons and see if there is a text skip button. We'll go BAYX. Start, select LR. Conflicts with cost. My gosh. Yeah, okay, right, they did do something with runes, right? Supposed to look at these books? Files? The files that are dumped all over? Oh, whoops. Yeah, it doesn't seem like you can skip text, but that's okay. I'll live. It just means we have to listen to a lot of beep, 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 beep. Does he have a life? Okay, that was the last thing I needed to, his name is Buddy Faith. Buddy Faith, not Jim. Also, you're the murderer. Don't touch me, I'm the murderer. Jacques Portsman, murderer. Do all of the first cases show you who the murderer is? Case 1-1 definitely does. Case 2-1 is... Maggie Bird is the defendant. I think you see the face of the guy who hits Phoenix over the head and gives him amnesia. Case 3... Oh, Case 3 is special, though. Okay. I mean, not Case 3, but Game 3. 3-1 is, like, one of my favorite cases. Just because of the ending. The breakdown in Case 3-1 is wonderful. Everyone calm down. And go to jail. I promise I will pay more attention when we're doing the other cases. I'm just kind of going through this one a little quicker than normal. Professor Portal, it is wonderful to see you here again. Oh, I've been a stranger for too long. How about a handshake to seal the deal? I don't shake hands with murderers. Oh, no, I guess I do. Alright, I guess I do shake hands with murderers. There we go. We have established fairly well that his name is not Jim. Haven't we? Is that available as a logic bullet? No. Oh, this guy moved, so now we can check out the bullet. Not the sofa. Come on. Much better. The ultra special jacket that you made your debut in. It's not like it's a tea set or anything. Did I say contradiction? He must be rubbing off on me. I'm starting to sound like him. Anohito. Deduce. This is strange because there's only one bullet missing from the gun. This is how I do things. Eureka! Eureka! None of these things are necessarily true, by the way. Somebody could have fired a bullet, replaced it. I mean, it's not even like a magazine. It's just a revolver where you put in one bullet at a time. This is a silly deduction to make. Also, who even knows if these both happened on the same day, right? He's been gone for a month. He's been overseas. Achoo, achoo. Filleted the victim. Who is this? Oh, it's nice to meet you. I'm new here on Twitch. Never been on Twitch before. If I was, it was so long ago nobody would remember. Hi, Rich. Before you type exclamation point cat hood, it's actually not set up. I real quick just like threw everything onto the screen here and did not have time to set up the cat hood thing. Actually, bit donations won't work either, so hopefully nobody cheers. Not that they won't work, but they won't pop up. Okay. I'm gonna look at it. You there, the forensic scientist. Fingerprints have been wiped. Okay. Oh man, I was watching. I mean, I don't want to, you know, just for the benefit of anybody who's watching this but hasn't watched or played Danganronpa 3, I don't want to like talk about it too much. But man, I just saw somebody else finish it, and what a good game. Oh, we're done with it. Oh. Oh. No, it does hurt to keep looking. I'm never going to look at it again. Now can I talk to you? Still no. Oh, now I can fast forward. Okay, it works like the other game then. You can fast forward through conversations you've seen before. That's it. Kaylee Dow. Kaylee Dow, how you doing? I am back. It's been over a month. I apologize. These things happen. Am I supposed to, like, talk to Gumshoe or something? He's like, you're gonna do that thing. That brainy thing. You're gonna brainify. You're gonna use your noggin. That is even more unnecessary. So maybe they're hinting that I need to logic now. A mess. Handgun. Killer's goal and wiped fingerprints. I should look at both of these. Yes. Booyah! Successful prosecution. You're going to jail. What is it, sir? The fact that the safe was wiped clean. Yeah, I know. I feel so bad, too, to be like, okay, the next game I'm going to play, everybody tune in tomorrow for, you know, Miles Edgeworth, and then a month goes by. It makes me feel super bad. But yeah, so we're going to be playing this. When I'm done with it, I'll replace it with one of the other Phoenix Wright games, whichever one makes sense to play next. And we're also, at the same time I'm playing this, I'm also going to be playing through, what's it called? The Talos Principle, which will be is a puzzle game that I'll be playing through blind. Can I leave? Is that something I can do? Nope. Talk to this loser. This guy. You want me to logic some more? It's dangerous to over logic though. Struggle? Theft? Oh, maybe it's... Oh no, nobody tell Propagable. I already looked at the gun. Portal? What? Wait. What is Professor Portal's bit? The best of the whole Phoenix Wright franchise. That is extraordinarily high praise. I guess I could make that one next. Can I look at the... that's the files. Stomps his feet. Can I talk to him yet? Still no? Oh, nope. One of these should be the fast forward button, right? Supposed to look at the... I already looked at the couch. Rich is incredibly excited to see you. For some reason. Yeah, he was here before you. He was already here. I guess just for the purpose of getting through this, if anybody sees anything that I didn't do, even though I put exclamation point blind in there, I've played this... just this one chapter, this one case before, but it's been a while. Examine this again. No. Am I supposed to present something to him? Yeah, can I show you this? No need to suck up to me. I deserve that. I deserve that, Serp. Turn off the game. It's like Metal Gear. But wait, there isn't a Metal Gear where you have to turn off the game. There's an X-Men game for Sega Genesis, where when you get to the end and you destroy this computer, you actually do have to reset the game in order to get to the next stage, which is weird. Maybe I should have been paying more attention. I don't think I can logic any of the other things together, right? What did I do? I did these two together because I thought maybe he stole the handgun. You're supposed to do this and say the files being a mess doesn't mean that they were looking through the files, though. Could just mean that he fell. They won't let me leave. I talk to all three of the people. I keep talking to this guy, and he's like, no. Is the game shaking? Or was it just because I was rubbing up against something? It's just a chess table. Chessboard. Oh, it's the teacup set. Maybe they do want me to... Oh, I'll do it. Whatever. Wow. Oh, that was it. Now we play the file organizing minigame. I vaguely remember something here. There's something to do with files being on the shelf in the wrong order. All we can do is search for the truth. What are we supposed to do? How do we go about finding the truth? Calmly restore the files to their rightful place. Blood stains on the bookshelf. Killed in a standing position. That guy fell onto the floor. 11037. The bullet lodged itself. Ransacked after the shooting had occurred. Must have tried to support his hands, but obviously his back was to the shelf. That's why the handprints are in that orientation. Is that everything? Killer moved the body because it was leaning against the bookshelf. Sure. Yeah, we have actual red bloods, a much more violent game than Danganronpa. Oh, okay. we got the safe. Okay, so this is the deal. He was shot in the abdomen while standing. The bullet hole shouldn't be down here. Oops. Present. Eureka! Don't you see? The bullet hole itself is too low. If the victim was shot in the stomach, the hole should be much higher up. What if the guy was... no, that would be illogical. The victim leaned against this shelf here after being shot. He was standing when he was shot. Then that means... Wait, what does that mean? It's used to use your brain every once in a while. Oof. Oof. Ow, ouch, my brain. Gray Man always gets away... Well, no, Gray Man actually never gets away with it. What is the faulty assumption? The order of the files. Order of the files is a bit off. Put them back in the wrong order? I think the labels on the files are wrong. O? Begin with the number 0? Or O? You see how these labels are written in Comic Sans? Those white binders are special, so they're arranged a little differently. But from this, we know the files were not in this order when the crime occurred. So that's it. Rearrange the files in numerical order. No? No, that's not okay. That's not okay, don't do that. But, alright. Oh, I see 11037 over there. I hadn't thought about it, but how common is this trope in murder video games? The whole, oh, I wrote this with my blood before I died. Would I even think of that if I were dying? Like, man, I better write Rich Sabino on the ground so everybody knows. Puzzling indeed. The culprit rearranged my files twice, once before the murder, or once before and once after the murder. But why? Just write Rich Sabino regardless of who actually murdered you. I don't want to leave no mysteries. Korewa! It actually says gumshoe. There's gotta be some mistake. I've got nothing to say to a murderer. One of my files was stolen. What about me and my situation? Is this the true meaning of what the killer was really after? Combien. Open and shut case, Johnson. Flaw to his logic, waiting for me to dig it out. Because that's what we do with flaws. We dig them. It's Leon. Way to make it obvious. It's clearly Leon. Exclamation point Leon hair. Oh, whatever they wanted me to explain, no. skipping the tutorial because it works just like testimony, right? You stole Jim's gun from him and shot him dead. And you messed up the files to make it look like you committed theft. That's when you moved Jim's body that was sitting in front of the bookshelf. But thanks to that, you didn't notice the bloody letters his body was hiding. Okay. Isn't his name not Jim? Are we ever going to address this? I did see. It's because he's the new Miyu. He's got Celebrity Jeopardy's Sean Connery's voice. Detective Gumshoe, you stole Jim's gun and shot him dead. He was shitting. Moved Jim's body that was sitting in front of the bookshelf. No. Hold it. Right? Actually, wait. Is it this one? It's one of those two. Okay, so they do this all the time in Phoenix Wright, where if you press on a certain statement, they make it really clear that that's the one that you're supposed to contradict. Didn't notice the bloody letters his body was hiding. You want me to present these, or... I think it's this. Objection! The music stopped. Did the old shrug and shake. Click the link. I'll click the link, alright. Wait, no I won't. I'll click it later. What is it though? I want to know. Fine. But where can I get that shirt? Odd that a fellow prosecutor would be brought down by the power of his own office. This is a rather involved case, if I remember. Like, it's not like it's open and shut just by examining this room. We gotta go out front. What was Gumshoe's name in Japanese? I watched the live-action movie and part of the anime. Actually, I don't remember Edgeworth's name either. Ishikawa or something? Humor me for a second. Who has the key to this office? Is he gonna fly away? It's like, I'm Coat Man. Jumps out the window and flies away with his coat. Yeah, Phoenix I know is Naruhodo. Ryuichi Naruhodo. Would you kindly? What is this, BioShock? Spoilers. Should I play BioShock on stream? I've only gotten like halfway through that game. I know the ending. Or I know part of the ending. It's Maggie, right? Is it? Yes, Maggie Bird. With the Blue Badger shirt. And she's the murderer. Didn't they update the band list? Isn't Nekopara on there now? Probably. Gumshoe throwing himself under the bus. Well, it wasn't really me. There's no need for such theatrics, and this guy starts changing clothes. Snuck into the room using the master key. Alright. Gumshoe isn't the one who opened the door. It's only Miss Bird. She knows her good detective, doesn't she? Making it all the more probable she was the one who faked the dying message. Actually, all of that checks out. Doesn't it? Oh, okay. This is gonna be one where we have to press.
Hold it!
Hold it! So I'm one person on staff at this time of night. Wasn't able to. Were you sleeping on the job? I kind of forgot. What do you mean by missing? I mean it wasn't there. Nonsense. People only lie in court. They would never lie in a prosecutor's office. Not conclusive. Okay. His actual name is Leon. Could be. Could be. Actually, do we know his name? Jacques. Jacques, aka Leon. Leon Leonsman. It's not even Leon either, it's Leon. Leon-kun. I'm done taking blows. It's not that kind of game. Messed up. Ooh, what do you mean? Hang on. Is that it? He's not supposed to know that this was wiped down, right?
Objection!
Right. Because we only figured that out a few seconds ago. I think. Or I got the right answer by accident. It's also possible. Yes, yeah, in the flying text from the chat, there's a 11037. There's a couple interesting things there. Oh, is that it? Okay, I did get the answer for the wrong reason. And that is, supposedly she did not know. Now he's eating a lollipop? Oh no, he was eating his medal. That's around his neck. That's impossible. How could someone who's not a prosecutor know? There's literally no way. Filled him in on the secret safes. That means I only just told him. Now that I don't remember all the details, but maybe that is true. Maybe Buddy Faith over here was breaking into the office and then was killed by him. Oh, why am I tired? For everything else to make sense, he says. We have no choice but to accommodate his request for now. Yes, that's one of the other. There's a Kyoko is my waifu. Sakura is my muscle waifu. Shuichi is my husbando. Lots of those messages. Is this the, I guess, halfway point? Which means this will wind up being... I mean, obviously, the first case is going to be short, and also I'm flying through it because I'm just trying to get it done with, I guess. No, they don't say that. Not even once. That guy would have been banned. They would have banned him from watching the show. He's been kicked out of the crime scene. True, but there's a basketball on the floor, and that's the key to everything. Ugh. So I'll be more invested once we get to the next case. Begin investigation. Okay. Is there something underneath here? Yes. Oh shit! No. A few pages missing. Our thief took only what was necessary and left the rest behind. What are these O files? Collection of court case files. However, the cases within these files are not mine. The High Prosecutor, what's his name? Gant. Case from 10 years ago. Wait, what? Maybe it wasn't Gant. Maybe he's talking about something else. The stitching is excellent. Now I get it. I know who the murderer is. Oh, right. He wasn't the head prosecutor. He was the police chief. You're right.